Welcome to Catholic Mom's Journey podcast, where faith meets the beautiful, messy, grace-filled life of motherhood. I'm Alexus Escobar.
And I'm Alyssamay LaBanca.
Catholic moms walking this same windy road, learning to love deeper, pray harder, and laugh often through the chaos.
Here, we talk about the real stuff, faith in the everyday, finding God in the laundry piles, and leaning into his mercy when life feels anything but perfect. Together, we'll discover how God's grace shows up in our homes, our hearts, and our motherhood journey.
So grab your coffee, take a deep breath, and let's walk this road of faith and beautiful, messy grace together.
One take.
Like, do it again?
No, one take.
We did it.
Yeah, we finished it. Yeah, we're good. What's the topic?
Slow down to take in God's will and cherishing family time.
Yes, I like this one. I've definitely slowed down a lot.
I find myself, I have seasons of slowing down. Let's see. Especially like for the kids are in sports, I kind of thrive on like staying busy and doing things. I got to go here, here, here. It's just like, and then I have it organized where I need to go, what time I need to do this, even though not all the time am I on time to everything. But I like staying busy. So I like staying busy, but then there's the times where I like to be just home.
Yeah.
And not do anything, which kind of makes it hard. And sometimes, like the kids are in sports now, so.
Yeah. I think that's kind of the natural ebb and flow of family life, is that you are going to have those periods where like you're doing something every weekend and then it slows down, right? There's like natural cycles to that. When I was thinking about slowing down, I was thinking more so like taking on less for myself. Like I have a track record of like taking on too many projects, too many things. And I think that happened in our business when we were doing a lot of like wedding photography and videography after COVID. Like we were just constantly going. And it was just like a natural consequence of COVID, right? Everybody rescheduled. But then once I became a stay-at-home mom, it was like, oh, I like this. Like we're still busy, but not like, I'm not like bouncing from, like my brain isn't switching from business to home. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where the slowing down comes in for me. But yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But I like the staying busy and then having my weekends, and then I'm stern on my weekends. Like, okay, I don't have anything going on this weekend. No, I can't do anything else. I'm not, if family says, oh, come to our neck of the woods and stuff like that. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. This is like the one weekend we have off during this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are more intentional about protecting our Sundays, because Saturdays, it's hard for us to really like block off because there's always something going on. We're not in the sports season yet with our kids, but we have a big family. And we want to make sure that we see both sides. So we end up doing something with someone on Saturdays, or there's a wedding or a party, an event.
Yeah.
But Sundays, I mean, it's always a priority for us to go to Mass. That's a non-negotiable. And I mean, we're supposed to do that, but like that's something we actually look forward to. And we get ready, we go to Mass. It's chaotic, but we've embraced that now, especially with the parish that we're at. Families are so welcome, and everybody knows there's going to be kids at this Mass. So, but then, recently we've had some things going on Sundays, but for the most part, we try to just protect that and just have it be a chill day at home with the kids. Let the house be messy. We play video games together. We just take naps. Slow down.
I would say I'm still working on trying to keep Sundays with doing like very minimum of like chores. I try to get the kids and all of us to get it done Friday or Saturday. And then Sunday, I still find myself doing like maybe putting in that last load of laundry or something like that. So I don't know. It's hard. I feel like before I became a stay-at-home mom, it was even harder. I think taking in the moments with the kids, because I was always working, Omar was always working, and I feel like, especially with my oldest, I feel like the time just kind of flew by.
Yeah.
And so, like, I wish I can start taking in those moments during those times, but now it's catching up. You know?
I struggle with I'm pretty good about being in the moment now. It took a while to get there, but then I struggle with when Monday comes, because Monday is my reset day. Mm-hmm. So that we can just have like live in the space on the weekends with how little our kids are. But Monday comes around, then I get stressed, and I need to work on that, because then it leaks into like my attitude with the kids or with Michael, and I'm like, why doesn't anyone put anything away? But I'm like, wait, I have to remind myself I let that happen. Like, it's fine, it'll be fine. The mess will someday not be there anymore. Everything will be right where I put it, but then I'm gonna wish that I was lying on top of a pile of laundry on the couch.
The chips that got spread along the couch, that
popcorn,
from
apple slices, banana peels. Okay, we're not filthy. We just got little kids, okay?
I think it's so hard. Or like, I don't know why I just thought of like taking in like even the messy moments, like Omar. I walked in the door and he took off his diaper. Our little one took off his diaper and it had poop in it, and and so then he's sitting down on the ground, and then the poop's getting on his foot and whatnot, and he's trying to like push it to the side, and luckily I wasn't there for it.
Just throw him in the bathtub.
But there's gonna be times when we all miss it, and I think we are definitely taking it in a lot more and trying to cherish those moments. If we do have the phone out, it would be more like taking pictures of them and stuff like that. I'm like, it's always just in my pocket on the way to the side, because I'm always like in it.
You're accessible to the people who matter the most right now, which are the people right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I would say even when we go out to, like we just went on vacation, and even then, like I'm taking pictures, but not like that. My phone's like in my pocket. I'm taking it in.
I forget to take pictures. I was going through my camera roll and noticed that I don't have a lot of pictures of the two older kids. And I was like, why is that? And then I'm like, oh wait, it's because I'm like with them. I'm doing stuff with them, and I forget because I get so lost in the moment. But then I'm sad that I don't have updated pictures of them. Yeah. So I got to remember to just like take it out real quick and like snap a selfie with them, or
to capture that moment in time, like especially when you're like doing stuff or like on vacation or something like that, to capture that, you know, oh, we did this, or if you wanted to create a scrapbook, but then after that, just kind of put it away and be back into that moment.
Do you have any like tie-ins with the faith and slowing down with the kids? Like for us, it's the rosary in the evenings. That's where we're like, okay, we're relaxing now. We watch a rosary, the Family Rosary Across America with Father Rocky. And so we'll put it on and we listen to the prayer intentions, and the kids love it because we've been doing it since they were born. And so they know Father Rocky. So
do they ever argue with you about doing it? Or like, why do we have to do this?
No, actually, no. Because it's always been a part of our routine. Oh. I mean, sometimes they'll be like, oh, I don't want to do it. But because Michael's the one who puts it on. But when I put it on, they're like, or if I don't put it on, they'll like remind me to put on the rosary. Really? It's very comforting because, well, Father Rocky, he has a soothing voice, and his co-host, who's usually Maggie, she has a very soothing voice, and they have people that call in and ask for prayer intentions. and it's multiple people, and you can hear like all the struggles that people are going through in their family, and it's just a good reminder that we all need prayer and that we're not the only ones struggling with things, and the kids pay attention. Yeah,
that's good. See, Omar and I are still in the process of trying to do the rosary every night. We're trying to find our groove. So it's not every night. I will say though, during vacation, for whatever reason, we could keep up with it every night. We were doing it every night, and then we got home and we were like, it fell off. Now it's trying to get back on it. But it's funny because the kids, every time I was like, okay, we're going to pray the rosary before you even go to bed. And they're, why? Why do we have to do it? Why? And just throwing a fit.
Yeah.
But then once we sit down, it's a completely different. Now they're arguing about who's going to do which decade first. I'm like, okay, so now we're arguing about who goes first and who wants, and now they're arguing about who's going to read which prayer.
Everyone's overtired.
Yeah, it's just funny because it's like they almost argue about not doing it, and now that they're doing it, it's like now they're excited about it and they're fighting over which prayer they want to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know how to take it, but all right.
I think my kids really like it because we snuggle, and they love to snuggle me.
Really?
Yeah. No joke. Michael probably has like 20 pictures of this, but like I'll be on the bed upstairs in the boys' room. I'll lay on the twin bed, and all of them will be on top of me. Or sometimes I'm like, I don't want to deal with a twin size bed, so we'll go in our room, and we have a king size, so it's like everybody's like surrounding me. Yeah. That's funny. The rosary helps us slow down, and we've got a good pace with it, like every night. And then the Divine Mercy Chaplet on every Friday. We just started doing that. One of my kids is like, I don't want to do this. And I'm like, well, it's important that we do this. And I think it's because we go after school, and he's like, he just wants to get home. He wants to play. Yeah. He just had a long day. So I think that's more so what it is. But he's learned that it's quick. It's like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the same, like the Divine Mercy, I think, is another part. Because even like before my husband goes into work and he has to leave for the night, then he's just like, he'll stop by there and meet us there, and we'll do the Divine Mercy. So then we're together for that moment all together. I will say we have gotten into a habit too. Anywhere we go in the vehicle, we'll say, okay, who's saying prayer? And so then we'll hear all of them start to say prayers and stuff like that. And it's funny because my youngest will always be like, I pray that, my older sister gets good grades or gets an A. And I pray that my other sister gets an A or gets a better grade. It's just like, he knows where they're struggling.
That's so kind of you. What are your prayers for yourself?
Yeah.
What was the second part of the topic?
Cherishing family time, slowing down, and taking in God's will.
Oh, yeah, we're on topic. We're good.
Yeah.
It took some work for me to get to this point because we went into family life with a very busy business, so I didn't really slow down. No, that's a lie. COVID happened. So I was forced to slow down. But then once things picked up, then it was hard for me to slow down. So once I became a stay-at-home mom and I wasn't working as much, I was able to find, once I was healed from all of my past stuff, I was able to find it easier to actually enjoy our kids, Mm-hmm. Not that I didn't enjoy them before, but like really like, oh, this is happening fast.
You know what? I think like before me converting, I feel like for me, it almost felt like I had, like, this is what changed me being able to take in that time, because I was so like I was so upset and also feeling like the same routine over and over and so depressed that I don't think that I was fully taking in that time with the kids, that it wasn't until after me really praying and taking in the time of letting God in, that I finally was able to cherish my time with the kids, and then finally feel at ease when I go into church and my kids crying and having to be in the hallways and following them around the whole time. I can't be inside the church and sitting down, listening to the Father and everything. I was actually able to still even cherish that time in the lobby with my kid and, running around with them, just like, yeah, okay, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah. You know what? That makes me think about how I was always frustrated. Like I always wanted to get to the next thing, or like make them behave all the time when they're just
you're an inconvenience.
Yeah.
And which I feel wrong of saying, like, you're an inconvenient, but I think in my head at that time, that is how I was looking at it. Like, you're very inconvenient right now. You're throwing a fit, throwing yourself on the ground and stuff like that. As to now, I feel like I kind of just laugh about it. Just like,
yeah, like this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
And honestly, witnessing other moms who are a little bit farther along in their walk with God, like just witnessing them be slower with their kids, that alone, like they don't even have to say anything. Like that changes me. Like, oh, okay. So I have permission to just walk the back of the church with my toddler or be in the narthex and not feel guilty about not being able to see the consecration. Like God knows.
Yeah.
I
don't feel so like filled with anxiety anymore, that being able to cherish the kids now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Take in every moment. And I even tell, like, I've now becoming a stay-at-home mom, I've been able to take in all these moments. And now that my husband is home more, and not having to do so much overtime, I think he's kind of in that like up road of like, he wants to do something, keep it going, but then he also wants to take in the time with the kids because he sees how much they're growing and everything. And I have to keep reminding him because he wants to kind of get going. I have to keep reminding him, like, stop. This is your time to finally slow down and take it in. And it's your time to be home more. And so it's just reminding each other.
So would you say the takeaway is let the laundry pile up. You don't have to sweep all day.
No.
You don't have to pick up all the toys all the time. You can let it wait.
Yeah, let it wait. Sit on that recliner, rocking chair, whatever it may be, and just watch your child make a mess. Just watch them. Yeah. I mean, it is true. Like, I would sit there and with the baby, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to sit here right now because he wants me to play with the car with him. And it is kind of like I'm forcing my brain to stop and do it because I really have to. I want to keep cleaning, but I'm like, stop.
That's how I am during the week.
Yeah.
Weekends, I'm a lot better. And
Yeah,
I think it's because I think I'm that way because Michael's home, because he has a standard 9 to 5 during the week, and then he's off weekends unless he's working overtime. But yeah, so during the week when I'm alone with the kids, I do have to force myself to slow down. Getting better at it for sure. Weekends are pretty good though.
Something I like to point out, something that we started at our house was, which we missed the past couple of weeks, but now it's put back on it. Anyways, what we started doing was we all sit down at the table and I bought us each a journal, and we'll sit down at the table and we all pass the journal around for each person. So for like my oldest daughter, I would put in there something that they love about that person. That's what you're putting. Something you love about the person, or that they've helped you with, or any like good moment that you've had with that person in that week. And then write a prayer after for that person. And so we do this all around the table. So at the end, I will have my journal that will have, what is it? Omar's and our 4 kids right now. For our 2-year-old, we're just writing in his, and he can't really write in ours right now.
Just let him scribble in there.
Yeah. So, I have about, 4 different passages from each of them. And then what we do after that is, okay, now read, what we say, like, read the last person that gave it to you or something like that. And so we'll read it. That person would read it to whoever. This person said this. And then this person said this. And it's kind of like, just because I felt like in the house we were starting to have more negative attitude towards each other, with the kids fighting or always arguing. So I'm like, how can we create this more positive and let them know that their sibling does love them, even though they're constantly having an attitude with them.
I really like that. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do, because I want to go and get notebooks from the dollar store tomorrow and just have a basket down here. Because if I leave it upstairs, it'll be all over the place.
Our thing was trying to do it every Sunday. With, my husband's schedule is like crazy. So now it's kind of like sometime within the weekend, we try to sit down and do that. Because then it's like also they can go back and reflect on it and say, if they need to look back at it, feeling a down moment or whatever. And for me as a mom, I think of it too as like, if something ever happens to me, they have these to go back on, this stuff that I wrote for them. And that's what my head always goes to is, what can I leave my kids when they're done? So it helps me in that way. And then it also helps them to be able to see my sibling does love me, even though they're throwing a fit with me all day today, So that is something, I guess, to implement if you haven't thought about it. Sometimes if I see 1 week when I did it, it was, okay, I seen Luna and Koa are going at it nonstop. They've been really on it with each other. So then I would have them read their passage from each other.
I like that.
And then if not, if it seems like, an average week, then I'll tell them randomly, read the last person that you're across or something like that, or randomly. That way everybody's kind of getting a feel of everybody.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I just did an impromptu episode earlier for my channel, and I'd watched this TikTok video of this girl who was dropping off her dad to hospice, and he ended up passing away 5 days later. But like, he was telling her, she was telling him, I can't live without you. I can't even go on an hour without talking to you. And he told her, you're going to be fine. Just call your brother, call your sister. And that got me thinking about how, like, what am I leaving for my kids? And a piece of me would be this, right? Like, they would get to rewatch me, see me in real time, and get to hear me talk about motherhood. Mm-hmm. But also, like, I want them to have, like, my handwriting. So I'm glad you brought that up, because I did think about
the podcast and having that. So that is something to...
Yeah, because, I mean, think about, like, people back then, they only had pictures. They didn't get to see how their grandparents or great-grandparents acted, like how they actually spoke. You only heard stories, mm-hmm. right? Because eventually we're going to have grandkids, great-grandkids, and this is, to us, this is now. To them, this is like ancient. Look, they did these things called podcasts.
Yeah. Probably won't even be a thing.
I think it will be a thing. I don't know if it'll be called podcasts. Maybe it will, but we're social creatures. We want to talk. And I think this whole documentation process is very important, because then, like, you follow people over a period of time and you get to see the character development. Mm-hmm. So that's something else. Like, when we had talked about doing this podcast originally, I was like, oh, I'm not a good Catholic. I'm don't have much information to provide yet, right? Like I'm not a theologian.
Yeah, we're both learning.
Yeah. And we've already learned so much in like this past year alone. I remember when you told me you knew nothing about saints. And I didn't know how to describe like saints or like what to do. I was like, well, this is a statue of Saint Gerard, and he's a patron saint for expectant mothers. And yeah, so like we're still learning. And it's going to be cool to like watch us evolve over time. So that gives me the confidence to do what I'm doing now. We're always learning, and we're leaving a legacy for our kids.
It is. I do want to go ahead and refer to John chapter 10, verse 10. Just for this podcast, we try to bring some type of verse that we can always kind of come back to, or any of you can go back to. So this one is, let's see. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. So just taking that in, he came for us to be able to live our life with happiness, with taking in every moment. He knew we would mess up and have our moments of yelling at kids and, our anger moments as moms. But if we stop and think about that, like he came so we can have it abundantly. And just stopping to take in those moments with the kids or with even our spouses. Because parent life is also we can neglect our spouse. Yeah.
I had a thought. It went away so fast. Yeah, the world tells us to move on to the next thing. And our appetites are never satiated. We never have enough. We're human. We get one thing and then we're on to the next. And we just want to get to the next phase, Oh, I can't wait until I'm married. I can't wait till I have a kid. I can't wait till this kid is crawling. I can't wait till this kid is walking. I can't wait till this kid is in school. I can't wait till this kid graduates. Pause. The grass is always greener. It's good now. Things may not be perfect. You may not be in the house that you imagine you'd be in. You may not have the financial situation that you thought you'd have. Things might be going wrong at work or in your family, in your friend group, but there's something beautiful in front of you right now. Even if it's tiring, it's never going to stop being tiring. But that's what's beautiful about it. We have something to be tired for.
Having it abundantly isn't having it all put together. We didn't come here so we can have it all put together. It's so we can take it in and figure it out. And also doesn't mean having it abundantly means we're going to have an abundance of cash either. It's taking in every single moment that, that God gives us. My husband always tells the kids, like, when you woke up this morning, did you thank God that you woke up? And they're like, no. And some of them will go, thank you, God.
Hey, sorry.
So taking in, like, even just waking up and taking in that good night's sleep, or even I woke up and I'm half alive because my kid's been sick all night,
Yeah.
and taking in even every single moment, whether we like it or not.
There's a song. Is it by Forrest Frank? That says something about I woke up. I have to look it up. I'm sorry. I can't include the actual song, but I need to look at the lyrics. I love this song.
What song is it?
Nothing else. I'm going to send it to you.
He kind of talks about like waking up and having family in Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, this song is so good. You need to look it up. It's really, really good. Because it just reminds us that we're constantly chasing something. No matter how much money you make, I guarantee you, I made a lot of money at one point. It did not give me actual happiness. I could buy stuff that would like temporarily make me happy, but then the next day I was like, oh, okay, now I got to buy something else to get that dopamine, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, God is that source. I'm so at peace and so happy, and I really buy things now. I get excited when I get strawberries. I really do. Yes, a fresh batch of strawberries.
Okay. Back to, yes, pray the rosary. Try that with family. Try journaling with the family, especially if you see your kids going at it a lot. Have them write something nice about each other and a prayer for each other, and have them read it to each other after that. Prayer. Every time you get into a vehicle and taking that time. We do the Divine Mercy at our church. So every Friday, as soon as they are out of school, go and do that. Yeah.
Just intentional slowing down.
Yeah, intentionally.
Even just going to the park and not having your phone out, right? Like, it goes by so fast. Even though the days are long, but the years are short. Mm-hmm. It's so true.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for listening to us again.
They're probably
I hope you do.
They're probably washing dishes and picking up popcorn off the floor, listening to us.
And your banana peels.
It's Mario Kart in our living room.
So, like us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
And listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Thank you.
Good night.